Packers round 3.
Round three. But the only one that matters, right?
Hey, I just want to say that's my song being played right in the intro. What's up? It's Rockito.
Yeah, represent.
Yeah, all the intros that you've ever heard of this
That
podcast,
is me.
This is the man himself.
Bears Packers round 3.
Yeah, Bears Packers round three, man. It's gonna be.
Are the Bears gonna score a touchdown in the first 3 quarters?
I don't know, man. I'm getting a little tired of the whole wait to the fourth quarter. Well, except for the 49ers game.
Oh my God, we scored like 30 touchdowns in the first 3 quarters.
Give me something in between that. I'll take it. You know? give me 14 points at the half.
Give me 14 points in the half, and the Packers no touchdowns, and the first half, and that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, I say like in all reality, like.
Where the hell were you, Matthew Golden?
Yeah.
Where the hell were you?
No, like
I don't want you anywhere in this game.
Yeah. No, like honestly though, I would say that this will probably be the most depleted Packers team that we faced so far. So they Jordan Love will be back, but their defense is really hurting. I mean, they had to sign Trayvon Diggs. That should tell you enough.
Is Jordan Love gonna get some love in this game?
Huh? Not from us. Not from us. Yeah. No, they signed Trayvon Diggs, so that just tells you that they're hurting in the secondary.
They desperately want to make love to a schoolboy.
Yeah.
Take that out. That's not making it.
All right.
The younger kids aren't gonna know what.
Yeah. We can get canceled for that.
Yeah. We got to keep it PG for a little bit.
All right. PG. Angry. PGS.
You actually got what you wish for is not to play them, and now we're playing them now. Like, are you still feeling pretty shaky about it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to face Green Bay, but mainly because I don't know. I was saying to somebody at work today, so we were talking about the whole thing we talked about last week. Like, if they lose, they get eliminated, is the season a failure? And you've been hearing, Barstool was talking about it. Like, my thing is like, is the whole season a failure? I would say no, because we didn't expect this anyway.
Absolutely. Hey, right. The Bears have 100% overachieved.
Yeah, they weren't who we thought they were going to be.
I mean, just getting to the playoffs was the goal.
Right.
Right. Or just seeing seeing some kind of improvement in any way. Disciplined improvement where all the players have bought in. There's statistical improvement. The defense looks, I mean, it can still use work, but
a lot of work.
They were able to make the most of what they had.
Yeah.
Right.
For some games.
Right. But then let me go back to this though. So even though the season won't be a disappointment, like part of the reason I didn't want to play the Packers though is because if they lose Saturday tonight to the 49ers or to the Seahawks, yeah, we're going to feel kind of bummed out, but we're going to be like, hey, it was still a great season. But when you play the Packers, it's just different. Like,
absolutely.
Like you lose to the Packers, it's always going to be gut-wrenching. Yep. You don't want to lose to the Pack. Like they've beaten us so many times since I was a kid, since Favre, Rodgers, and we finally have a team that's like, at the level. And think about it though, like, so last year, technically, we should have beat them twice. We had the game where
oh my God, the field goal
blocked, right?
Yup.
And then
I usually work Sundays. I don't anymore as much because, but I had that game off, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch the Bears win. I get home around like the third quarter, and then they set up that field goal, and then they miss, and I just remember just quietness. You're like, what just happened?
Yeah. So like, I'm sure Packer fans probably feel the same way about the Bears' last win. Like, hey, you recovered an onside and whatever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we could say the same thing. Like, we were in position to beat them, and they blocked a field goal.
So in comparison to just comparing last season to this season, last season was just a bunch of like lowlights. It was a bunch of bad memories.
Like I said, they just kept finding a way to lose every game.
But now
this year they're finding a way to win every game. Well, not every game, but the games that are close, they're usually finding a way to win them.
So would you have rather had the Bears play like the Rams?
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
No, the team that I preferred them to play
The Panthers. That wasn't gonna happen, but
no. But like originally, Seattle was in there. The only reason I liked Seattle is because they're really good on the road.
Yeah.
But I felt like them coming here. I feel like I don't know. I feel like them coming here, they didn't have that great of a run game. Like Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet aren't the best run game, and I feel like Darnold usually has got 1 or 2 interceptions in him. But, obviously
we have good Sam, bad Sam.
Right.
You
And then the 49ers, I wouldn't mind playing them because we just played them in San Fran. We were down by 3. We literally were 1 play away from beating
that was a
them.
good game.
Right.
That was from here to where Ron is back there.
Yeah. And now they would have to come here in the cold, in the snow. So, like, for me, it's like I would rather play them, especially knowing that if we do somehow lose the game, I'm not feeling like losing to the Packers, But
stop
whatever.
being so pessimistic, man.
No. Again, I'm just saying like 40 years of being a Bears fan is enough to be pessimistic. I'm sorry. Like, we haven't had many.
Do you remember? I remember when Aaron Rodgers scored 6 touchdowns before the half. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
it was a Thursday night game.
Yeah. So again, so it's just like that's when like these kind of games become like a must win, even though you're like,
it is a must win.
It is. I mean, and the reason it is to me is because they don't have Micah Parsons. They are missing some guys in their corners. They have 2 corners hurt. They had to sign Diggs. So there's no excuse to lose the game. Like, are we still going to be overall happy for the season? Yes. But am I going to be happy about this game or kind of downplay if we lose? No, I'm going to be pissed. Like, we should win.
Do you think it's going to be a high-scoring game, like the 49ers game, or no? I mean,
it's not going to be the 49ers game because I think that the Bears and the Packers are both going to run the ball.
Yeah.
And I remember the last time we played the Packers, we definitely did try to run the ball a lot. It didn't really succeed as much until the second half. But I don't know. Like I said, I still think that I'm still pretty optimistic overall, but would I rather not play them? Yeah, because we've already played them twice, and they always play us tough.
I mean, it's the
like
Packers.
It's gonna be
a division game.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna go down to the last quarter. Now, if it does go down the last quarter, I feel pretty confident having Caleb.
Oh, absolutely.
As the quarterback.
Iceman.
He
is. That is the one thing you can definitively say about Caleb is if it's in his hands, if it has to come down to winning in the last,
confident.
Absolutely, he's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just need to start early.
Yeah.
Which is why do you think? What do you think they can do to improve their first quarter, second quarter? You think
so? No. Well, yeah, better start. But to me, it's for one, they have to establish the run. But I also feel like if on the first drive, let's say that the run game doesn't get you a first down right away, is just not like getting away from it, not becoming too pass heavy, not becoming too predictable. That's basically it. And then just a couple plays. I watched some tape. I watched a little bit of like tape that a couple of these guys post, and they really start talking about all the plays. And there was a couple plays that we left on the field. Last week. So if I remember correctly, one of them, if you guys remember, there was one play where Caleb had Loveland open like on the corner, and he kind of like had him open. And he overthrew him.
Yep.
Oh. But when you watch the replay though, to Caleb's defense on that play, one of the offensive linemen, I think it was Jonah Jackson, missed a block, and the guy got through the line, and so Caleb had like no time. He was literally about to get hit and just had to kind of throw it up. So the fact that it even was close to Loveland is pretty impressive. But then there still is a couple of throws that I saw on the tape where I feel like a couple of throws Caleb, I think sometimes what he does is he throws the ball too hard. Like he has a guy like wide open like 5 yards away, and he just like whips the ball. And then
there was a Luther Burden one, right?
There was, and then there was one. Yeah, I think that was it. It was Burden.
Yep.
And if he hits him a little bit, just throws a little more touch, and it hits him in the hands, Burden's probably running a lot. Now again, could Burden have caught the ball? He could have. But my thing is like just on a couple of these throws, just throw a little touch, throw a little softer. But other than that, I mean, I got nothing to complain about Caleb, especially fourth quarter. But yeah, it'd be nice to get off to a better start. It'd be nice to establish the run. Because I think the more we run the ball and then we have the time of possession, it keeps Jordan Love off the field, and also keeps the defense, not tired And any pass rush that we could get, we'll be able to get. But yeah, if they're controlling the time of possession and the defense is tired, it's gonna be a long day.
I feel like the Bears have a better plan for Jordan Love. When Malik Willis was put in, I was like, and then we were like, all right, this is gonna be okay. But then all of a sudden, Malik Willis just started.
Right. But I mentioned this. I mentioned this last week. We have trouble with mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So if you watch with Jordan Love in the beginning of the game, we got pressure on Jordan Love and we hit him. Unfortunately, we knocked him out of the game. And then Malik Willis came in. And when we got rushed,
he was very mobile.
Yeah, Malik Willis.
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. M-Mobile. Mobile. No, like he was able to get away from the rush, and he would either throw a first down or he'd run for a first down. It was really freaking annoying. And then look, if you look at last week, Jared Goff, when we actually got any pressure, he's like a statue. Yep. So you can hit him. But there was so many plays where Amon-Ra kept getting open and catching it. I was just like, does someone kill that guy? Like it was just really frustrating that he's their best player and we kept letting him beat us like play after play after play. And I don't know, I think our linebackers are just really slow. I think we get no pass rush up the middle with our tackles. And then obviously it really then ends up exposing the pressure that we don't get on the corners. But I think defensive tackle, like they really got to improve there, add a pass rusher in the offseason. But
I think that's the biggest thing in the offseason, pass rusher.
Yeah, but unfortunately we can't add that in the middle of a playoff.
No,
game, so
we got to do what we got.
Yeah, so like I said, I think the key is going to be control the time of possession, run the ball, and get off, like you said, get off to a better start. And hopefully we can get some pressure on Love and stop Jacobs. So the good thing with Jacobs is he seemed like he was banged up towards the end of the year. He didn't really look that good.
Yeah.
But they've obviously had a couple weeks to rest, or rest him.
I wonder how many yards Emmanuel Wilson is gonna get.
I don't know.
Shout out to Emmanuel, the series, for anyone that knows it.
Was he in your fantasy team or something?
No. That's
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel's an old Showtime series.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a Red Shoe Diaries.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Emmanuel.
Right. Yeah, we don't need to know about your late night 12-year-old adventures, bro.
Scrambled porn.
Emmanuel.
Now, everyone's talking about the lack of production from Jalen Johnson. I don't know, like, you been hearing any of that?
Well, no, like I saw on a couple of the tapes I saw this week, I saw him get beat pretty bad by Jameson Williams. But it's more I don't know if you saw it. It's more of these he's a great corner, but like Jameson Williams is faster. And it was one of the things like I just kept seeing him like trying to run after him. And then also like it just seems like our cornerbacks are like almost afraid to tackle anybody.
Yeah.
Like you watch when Jalen Johnson to tackle, it's like
Yeah.
and I don't know, maybe it's because they've been hurt and they're afraid to like get re-injured, but like, man, like it would just be nice to see some tackling. Like, I don't know, it's kind of bad, man. But again, all we can do is play the games, and the good thing is usually, like I said, Bears-Packers games are usually going to be close, and it's going to be about what team makes the least amount of mistakes.
Did you think it was a good idea for Ben Johnson to play the starters that last game? I think it was.
I think it was
because it's still, you guys still got to get experience, especially for the rookies.
Right, but they were also still trying to clinch the number 2 seed
to
have the 2 home games, so I don't blame them. I mean, even though they lost, thankfully the Eagles did rest their starters, so fly Eagles fly.
That was on my birthday, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, really. Thank God. I know the Bears lost. What was that? But since the Eagles lost as well, the Bears got that 2 seed.
Yeah.
So
no, and if we beat Green Bay and Eagles win, then we actually host them next week. So.
And obviously we beat the Eagles already.
And we get a chance to do the double doink redemption.
Oh my God.
Damn.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we were all watching that together.
Ugh.
And, we were just talking about
Jimmy D's.
Shout out Phil Yang.
Yeah, people were talking about how our Stevenson got 0.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Well, another good news I heard is Kyler Gordon might be playing this week too. I mean, that would be huge because whenever he's played, the defense looks so much better when Kyler plays. So, yeah, Kyler's going to come back, and then I heard Rome's going to come back too potentially. So, I mean, you get those 2 guys back, that's huge.
Yeah, having Rome Odunze will obviously just have another Caleb Williams option. How long has it been out? Like
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah. The good thing with the Bears though, and that's what I keep saying, like, you know, like it's time to like. I just don't like hearing all the noise, right? Like I was telling Ron too. So like in the beginning of the season, you know, there was people saying, well, you know, why isn't DJ Moore getting the ball thrown to him? He's throwing to Rome every play.
It's because the Ben Johnson scheme. I feel like
because you have so many weapons.
Yep.
No one on the team is going to make 100 receptions when you have, you know. So you know you got DJ Moore, you got Rome Odunze, you got Colston Loveland, you got Cole Kmet, you got Luther Burden.
So
you got so many weapons.
Yes.
To throw
Let me see if I can find the stats for. It was very even stats. So Luther Burden, LB3, 44 receptions, 617 yards. Colston Loveland, 48 receptions, 622 yards. Rome Odunze, 44 receptions, 661 yards. And then DJ Moore, 49 receptions, 671 yards. So wide receiver by committee.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I mean,
who gives a shit? You're winning.
11-6.
And you're winning the games.
Yep.
You know, like, look at the Eagles. It seemed like every time the Eagles try to force the ball to A.J. Brown.
Oh, and they don't win.
And A.J. Brown's great. He can still get his numbers, but they lose.
Yep.
So sometimes you got to play that way. You got to play more of a team game to win. So the injury report right now, so this is updated through today. It looks like
C.J. Gardner concussion.
He's probably not going to play. I mean, he looked like I thought he died for a minute on the field the other day. But yeah, he's got a concussion. He didn't practice last 2 games. Joe Tryon, try on these shoes. He's not playing.
Amen Ogbongbemiga, concussion.
Amen. Yeah, he's not playing either. Amen. So wait.
Oh man, Jade Walker's sick.
Illness, but he is a full participant today.
Oh yeah.
So he's good. So Kyler Groin, limited participant yesterday and today.
I thought you meant instead of saying Kyler Gordon, you said Kyler Groin as a.
Yeah,
as a real
LP
joke.
Is not Lincoln Park, bro. So Kyler Gordon was limited participant yesterday and today. DJ Moore limited participant yesterday and today. Sorry. Roma Dunze also limited. Ozzy Trapilla limited. So I think all these limited ones all seem like guys that are trending to play. So I think maybe they're just trying to keep it easy with them so they don't. What's it called? And the Packers. Yeah, these are probably all guys that'll play. They're all limited participants. Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a close game. But I think especially if we get back healthy Roman Dunze and we get back a healthy Kyler Gordon, I think those are just 2 huge guys for us to get back. And honestly, I like us to win the game. To be honest with you,
that'd be great.
Yeah. Especially if we get those 2 guys back and healthy, I really do like us to win the game.
We haven't won a playoff game in what, like
2010?
I thought it was 2011. 2010. I mean, either way, it's been a long time.
I think it's 2010. They didn't even make the playoffs, I don't think, in 2011. 2010 was the last time. They beat the Seahawks in the playoffs. Yeah. They beat the Seahawks, and then they lost to the Packers in the NFC Championship.
Oh, my God. I remember that. That was a noon game. That was like in the afternoon.
Yeah, Jake.
I remember because I was working at Menards, and we were at a lunch break. We were eating tacos. I forgot what the restaurant was called, but it was right across the Menards in Mount Prospect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure they were good tacos.
Yeah, the Texas Roadhouse right across the street now.
I don't know. I haven't been around there in like forever. Shout out to Menards. Sponsor us.
Save big money.
Anyway, hit subscribe, like, comment. Comment if you shop at Menards.
No, but honestly though, like I don't do this enough. I want to shout out all of our followers and listeners because obviously like this is why we do it, man. We do it. I do it because not only do I love Chicago sports and the Bears, but I love doing this, and obviously I love talking about sports, and yeah. So I obviously appreciate every single one of you guys that take the time to subscribe or comment on our posts and stuff. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of people from the other teams are very, very vocal.
But you know what? Like honestly though, I'll say this right now. I appreciate that. Like
Absolutely.
I appreciate people going in there from other teams and talking shit and the hate and all that. You know, as long as it's civil and you're not being like disrespectful, like I love it, man. So bring it on. Like I love chirping back a little bit at some other people too. It's fun. So honestly, anyone, when we do these reels and we're out here, please, Bears fans though too, come in there and rep us too. You know, someone's talking too much shit about the Bears, go in there and give them a little piece of your mind too. You know.
Yeah,
we got your back.
Yeah, we got a couple. This guy doesn't know football.
Right.
Like, okay, like explain yourself.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that guy's podcast to come out.
Oh yeah.
So again, I'm always honest. I always wear my heart on my sleeve. So am I going to sit here and say I'm confident that we're going to win? No. I mean,
it can legit go either way.
Yeah, and honestly, again, anyone that wants to come at me for saying that, please do. I mean, what in being a Bears fan all your life has made you confident when you get to this kind of position? Like, now, do I think we can win this game? Yes. Am I going to predict us to win this game later on the podcast? Probably. But am I confident? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to go put $10,000 on the Bears. No, I ain't confident. But can we win this game? Yes. Should we probably win this game? It being at home, probably.
If it's close in the fourth quarter, yeah, we should win that game. Is it going to be close in the fourth quarter?
What would be some things? Let's play like devil's advocate for a little bit. Like, what would be the thing that would make the Bears lose? What would be like the recipe for them to?
Okay. Christian Watson, 7 receptions, 100-some yards.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Well, Christian Watson is definitely
what the hell?
He's definitely like one of our Achilles heel, but it's simple. Like he made a great point. So what's going to prevent that from happening, right? It's going to be 2 things. It's going to be getting any kind of pressure. Well, no, that's 3 things. 3 things. 1, stopping the run game. Not letting Brandon Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, whoever's back there, Emmanuel, not allowing them to get the run game going, because if they get the run game going, then they're possessing the ball more than we are. That allows them to then set up the play action pass, and then that allows those big plays to happen for them. I think if we stop the run and then it allows the Bears to, blitz, it allows the Bears to really focus on the pass and keep them honest and maybe get some pressure on Jay Love. If they don't, it could be a long day. And then on the the other side, like we talked about before, is getting off to a quicker start. And that's going to start with, again, being able to run the ball effectively. And how about this? If we get down to the goal line, how about we stop these stupid trick plays? If you're at the fourth, if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and inches, just quarterback sneak, just run the ball up the middle. Like, if they stop us, tip your cap to them. No more of these, Manung guy in the backfield, snap over his head. Like, let's just keep
get in there, you know?
If you want to call that play on 1st down and see if you trick them, cool. But if it's 4th down, just do the high percentage and get the yard. But yeah, if we don't make the mistakes and we're able to stop the run and run it ourselves, I think that's how we prevent the big play. And the big play is what's killed us when Love and Watson are playing together.
We 100% need. You know what? I would love to have a takeaway. We definitely need to have 2 takeaways for sure. Two interceptions. But an interception, with Christian Watson being covered, whoever's covering him, would be great.
That'd be amazing. But again, honestly though, like the turnover thing though, as long as we get 1 or 2, we're fine. Yeah. But again, we may not even need a turnover if we're running the ball and we're possessing it and keeping it from them. We might be able to beat them without getting a turnover. But the point is if they have the ball more than we do, then we're going to need a turnover. So I'm hoping that we're not, like I said, I'm hoping that we don't need a turnover. I'm also hoping that for the first time in a long time, we don't need to come back in the 4th quarter.
Oh my God!
It wouldn't be great to
no more cardiac Bears. We just need.
Wouldn't it be great to just beat them by like 17, just have a nice convincing win?
Yep.
Which brings us to our next segment. Give us a score prediction here. Let's go.
Okay. So, all right. So, couple things. So, I think, again, if Kyler Gordon does come back, I think that really is a big help for the secondary and the offense to prevent those really big plays downfield. I think that both teams, especially if it's going to be snowing, like it might be on Saturday, I think both teams are going to run the ball a lot. So I think possessions will be less, which I think will make the scoring a little bit less. So I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
So you think it's just going to be a lot of like non-third down conversions and just
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of running the ball, a lot of controlling the clock. I'm a Bears fan. We're getting a couple guys back healthy. They don't have Micah Parsons. We're at home, and we just lost our last 2 games. I think Ben Johnson's gonna come out really
he's gonna focus on the run game.
Yeah,
100%.
So I think we're gonna win the game. It's gonna be close, just like every Bears-Packers game. I think game-winning field goal as clock expires, and this time there's gonna be no double doink. Maybe one doink.
But
then it'll go in. It's gonna go in. 23-20 Bears.
DeAndre Swift, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. Kyle Monungai, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
So, and then Rome Odunze, 1 touchdown.
Damn.
So,
all right, that's a high. You got a high scoring.
28-24.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like your positiveness, enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna go 31-21.
Okay. I love the fact that you guys are thinking we're gonna score a bunch, because I hope we do. I just know how these games usually go. And they usually end up being like field goal, and so that's why I'm saying 23-20. But
I'm wondering, like Matt's future, right? Because everyone's talking about that. If he loses, like he's probably out.
that's a good question.
Wait, I don't. The question?
Yeah,
LaFleur.
I don't.
Oh no,
I don't think so because
there's no way.
I think
no way
he'll get a get out of jail free because Micah Parsons getting hurt. Jordan Love.
They're in the playoffs. Yeah, Matt LaFleur. I would hope that they're dumb enough to fire Matt LaFleur. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Like obviously being a Bears fan, we know the coaching carousel.
No, but I also hope they wouldn't be smart enough to fire him and hire John.
Oh my God, all the rumors with John Harbaugh, the Dolphins, huh? Mike McDonald's like, I'm still here, guys. I'm still. Mike McDaniel's is like, I'm still here, guys. I'm still here.
Michael McDonald. Yeah, no, not him.
Both of them. Norm McDonald, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Ronald McDonald. He's gonna be the Dolphins coach. But no, if the Green Bay's not gonna fire Matt LaFleur.
No,
way.
I don't think they would.
Hire Matt Nagy. The Packers gonna hire Matt Nagy.
That'd be amazing.
I think he might get like an interview or something
with the Titans. Makes sense. The Titans. Titans going Titan.
Wait, John Harbaugh's gonna get interviewed or
no?
Matt LaFleur.
Nagy.
Yeah,
Titans gonna Titan.
I mean, Cam Ward, I guess. Who else?
Maybe
Tajay Spears.
Then Nagy can hire Eberflus to be his DC.
Oh my God. the Dallas defense, the gift that kept on giving.
Oh, and then Mark Trestman can be his offensive player.
the Bears Hall of Fame right there.
I was gonna make a graphic for this, but I could probably just do that after the fact. But I was wondering maybe we can have a list of comparison of strengths, right, between the two teams, right?
Oh, and then we pick what team has the advantage in those things.
Yeah, so I'm thinking out loud right now. So like, obviously, like maybe like best receivers, right? Or
Okay.
Best quarterback, and then
No. So quarterback, receivers, running backs, head coach, defense, right? Those are all the main ones, right? So if you told me head coach, I would say it's even right now.
Okay.
I mean, and here's my take on that, because to Rock's point, Matt LaFleur is a pretty damn good head coach in the league, and he has a lot of respect. So, for me to say Ben Johnson's a better head coach, Ben Johnson deserves a lot of love this season, what he's done, and I love Ben Johnson. But at the same time, I'm not going to just say right now he's already better than Matt LaFleur.
The
but
experience.
I'll say that's a wash.
Yeah.
Those two wash.
Pretty even.
Okay. So, quarterback.
Man, so this one's tough. Okay. So if we want to talk about the fact that Jordan Love has more experience and then Jordan Love has played and won a playoff game on the road, I'll give a slight edge to Jordan Love because of that. But if you tell me just straight up quarterback who I'm going to take, who I prefer to have on my team, especially like in the clutch fourth quarter, biased or not, I'm taking Caleb. But if you tell me like who I should pick as far as who I trust more for the game, who has the experience, probably a slight advantage to the Packers on that one, just for the experience.
Okay.
But that's mainly it, believe me. Otherwise, come at me. Let's go.
All right, receivers now.
Bears. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, Matthew Golden had as many touchdowns as the three of us combined this season.
I know that very well.
And then Christian Watson is pretty damn good, and he's killed us. But I mean, if that's literally their best receiver. Other than that, it's a bunch of guys that are like decent average, right? I think with the Bears, especially if Odunze comes back, Odunze, DJ Moore, and then if you throw in Colston Loveland and Kmet and Luther Burden, I think we got the better receiving group. Now, again, to the Packers' defense, Tucker Kraft is a beast when healthy, but he's out. So to me, I'm taking the Bears receiving corps.
So do you want the Caleb Williams, Jordan Love? Obviously, Jordan Love missed a few games, so
yeah, their stats are pretty similar.
Yeah,
but Love did miss a little time.
Yeah,
and then Love's got the completion percentage. That's where Love. That's
66.3. That's where he's winning.
Yeah, but again, I'm gonna come a little bit. I think if Chino was here, and he would come to his defense. But the one thing I'll say with Caleb though is it was almost like replacing one bad thing with it was almost getting rid of a bad habit, and unfortunately his completion percentage is what had to take a hit. And what I mean by that is, if you watch this season, last year, a lot of times Caleb kept trying to extend plays and make plays happen and was getting sacked.
Yep.
So this year, you could just tell that they had an emphasis of him not taking sacks. So if you see at least 4 or 5 times a game, he just throws the ball out of bounds. And again, it's more or less because he doesn't want to take a negative play or get sacked. So honestly, I'm okay with him throwing those balls away. And obviously, they're going to count as incompletions, and they're going to lower his completion percentage. He also has had a ton of drops. Again, is he the most accurate passer? No, he's not.
That's probably the one thing he has to work on too. Just those easy passes.
Yeah, and just laying off, not throwing it so hard sometimes. And again, even if you take away the drops, if you take away the throwaways, he's probably like at 63 to 65%, which is still solid, but he has some improvement there.
Absolutely.
But again,
year one with a real coach.
Right. And again, when your quarterback is playing this good and he could still improve, that's an amazing sign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Jordan Love is very talented and he's good, but I think we may have already seen the best of Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty good, but I don't think he really is going to get much better. You see what I'm saying? Whereas I still think Caleb has room to improve. But that's neither here nor there. So receiving group, I'm going Bears. I love our running backs with Swift and Monangai, but I think a lot of their success has to do with our run scheme and our blocking. And again, not taking anything away. I love both of them, but I mean, Josh Jacobs is a multiple-time Pro Bowl running back. Emmanuel Wilson's pretty good too. So I would probably give the slight advantage to the Packers at running back.
Okay.
I would actually give that to the Bears though, with having Ben Johnson, just because his strength really is just those the schemes and just the positions and
that's true. But and look, if
like imagine if the Bears had Derrick Henry. Oh my God,
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: if or
Ashton Ginty.
No, or Brandon Jacobs.
Oh my God.
So because here's my thing: Brandon Jacobs has not looked himself the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
But when he is healthy, he's one of the best running backs in the league. So again, just off paper,
Josh Jacobs.
Huh?
Yeah,
Josh Jacobs.
I'm like, holy shit!
Oh, damn, man! I'm sorry. I thought we were doing 2008. I thought we were doing.
I was like, holy shit! He's on a team.
I thought we were doing 2008 trivia again.
Oh
No, sorry. That's just my brain still working from back in the day. No, Josh Jacobs.
He
Sorry.
He was sick though. He was just, dude.
Yeah.
He was great.
No, but Josh Jacobs, with in all seriousness, is one of the best running backs in the league. So if we said on paper, I would probably give them the slight advantage at running back. But again, I'm just trying to be fair and not be a complete homer here. So
okay.
Defense, got to go Packers. I mean, even without. But here's the thing, on paper. But here's the thing, going into this game, Packers are missing 2 cornerbacks. They did sign Diggs, and they're missing, obviously, Parsons. The Bears, obviously, we've been missing guys all season, but we do have potentially Kyler Gordon coming back. Stevenson will probably play this week, so we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, obviously, with the Bears leading in takeaways, I would much rather bet on the Bears having a pick. If you can bet on which team having a pick six, 100%. Bears defense having a pick six.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be depending on a pick six. That's very uncommon to happen. Yeah, I mean that'd be amazing though.
That'd be great.
Kevin Byard was on a podcast like recently, and he was explaining how like what he said in that podcast was like the one thing that he requests from Bears fans did this week.
Byard?
Yeah, Byard was saying. When we're in offense, everybody just shut up, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah.
Because apparently, Bears fans. I've never been to a home game, but
I've been to many.
So you would know what it's like. On offense, we probably have a bad manners.
No, it's funny you say that. I've been to many games, and there's many times where a lot of us in the section have to tell people, "Shh, be quiet," Because, I mean, you're trying to make little noise so that the offense can hear the cadences and hear themselves, I mean, and I'm sure there's going to be some Packers fans at the stadium. So
we can't help that. But, but I guess the message that he sent to the fans was, hey, when we're on offense, be quiet.
Yeah. No, and he's 100% right. And when they're on offense, be as loud as you can be.
Yep. So, I mean, have you been to a Bears Packers game?
Oh yeah, been a couple. Unfortunately, they've never ended quite the way I'd like them to. But yeah, I didn't go to the last game. But
we got to get a fan to start calling Christian Watson or Romeo Dobbs slurs or something. It's like the DK Metcalf thing. No, right. That's not gonna make the clip.
Security. How did this guy get out?
That's gonna get cut.
Yeah, no, we don't promote hate.
No promoting hate.
No, yeah. And stop the Asian hate. I'm just kidding.
We can probably cut this, or because I don't want to jinx. I don't know if this counts as a jinx, but let's say we get over this weekend. Who are we trying to play?
Okay, so remember, if we get through the weekend, okay, this is the way it would work. Is this? So we would play the second lowest seed, and the Seattle Seahawks would play the highest seed left. So basically, if let's say the 49ers, again, I'm just hypothetical. If the 49ers beat the Eagles, and then the other game is if the 49ers beat the Eagles, and then the Panthers are
the Rams. Are they playing the Rams?
Yeah. If the Rams beat the Panthers, we would play the Rams. And then the 49ers would play.
Hey, what if the Panthers
then we play the Panthers.
That would be great.
Amazing. But if but if the Eagles win and the Rams win, then the Rams would go to Seattle, and then the Eagles would come here. Honestly,
that would be that'd be the
Eagles.
best case scenario.
100%.
I 100% want to play the Eagles too. Just because you already know you beat them, so you already
you beat them. You already know that you already know the game plan that work, which is run the ball a lot. And honestly, does Jalen Hurts and does that offense really scare you?
I always feel like the Eagles are in a state of hating each other. I'm like, but drama, they keep just drama, but they keep winning. So, but it doesn't look like they enjoy each other's company after the game or even during the game, really.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't mind having a Bears Eagles matchup because that would mean I would have an Eagles guest we'd have an Eagles guest speaker next week, and that would be pretty fun to go at it with an Eagles fan. But die Eagles die.
Eagles die.
Just going.
But hey,
this week I hope they fly. Next week, if we face them,
the Eagles losing did get us the number 2 seed. So how funny was that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, shout out Ryan and Rachel for.
Oh no, I'm going to
whatever because what's it called? Yeah, very loyal fans and.
Yeah.
He's gonna come on the show.
No, I want to say for sure for me, Ryan, man, been too long since I've seen you, man. And so and Ron's been telling me great things. You guys are avid listeners, so we appreciate it. And dude, if you love the Cubs as much as I do, man, you should be on here talking because finally got something good to talk about. So I'm probably expecting a comment or two from Ryan on this, but I'm sure we saw that the Cubs made a trade today. I know we've been talking basically all off season on the lack of moves that the Cubs have been making, and so they really kind of did roll the dice on this one because obviously we traded our best prospect to make it happen, and Owen Casey is gone. So it's a little bit of a bummer that we never really got to see Owen Casey, what he could do. But at the same time, if he was going to continue to rot in the minor leagues, then why not, use him to get something that we needed. So, Cabrera is a power arm. He's young. He's got 3 years controlled. So all of those are good things. The only thing that kind of scares me a little bit, and I was talking to Phil about this earlier today, is just that he's had some injury concerns in the past. So that's something that we definitely want to monitor and hope that doesn't rear its head. But besides that, you know what? You take a little bit of a risk here. You roll the dice, and now you got another solid pitcher linked up for 3 years. Now, Phil and I also talked. I hope that the Cubs are not done with this move. I'd like to see Ryan or any of the other listeners what you think. Other moves that you'd like to see the Cubs make. Are there guys out there that you guys prefer? Let me know. What do you guys think it would be a good move? Obviously we've heard, bring back Tucker at the right price if it makes sense. I don't know if that's going to happen depending on, what he's obviously asking for. Especially being a Boris client, they're always trying to get as much as they can get. But then, you got another old Cub, friend of the Cubs in Cody Bellinger, who's also available. So don't be surprised if you see the Cubs maybe take one of these guys on potentially. There's also been rumors about the Cubs flipping Nico Horner. Their Alex Bregman is still out there. So a lot of moves that we can still make. Personally, I know a lot of people aren't huge on Nico, but I'm actually a big fan. I don't think Bregman, in my opinion, really moves the needle, especially for the price that he's going to command. I personally would rather see us keep building up Matt Shaw. I thought in the second half he showed some glimpses, and I think he's only going to get better. And I think maybe you try to re-sign Nico. I think again, he's great defensively. He doesn't hit for a lot of power, but he makes contact, which is something sometimes that we need, so we don't strike out as often. So again, I personally am a fan of Nico. Let me know what you guys think out there. If you think the Cubs should maybe move him, sign Bregman, maybe why you think that's a good idea. Or obviously, one thing I've thought about is the Cubs potentially trying to move a Happ or a Suzuki to try to further improve the team. But again, those are all things that are on the table. And so, Cub fans, you let me know, first of all, what you thought of the Cabrera trade, and then also what you think, are some other moves that we might be able to make. All right, so since we last did the podcast, and sorry, I got to pull it up on my phone now. So we had, we we had the winning streak, and then we did the podcast. They had lost to Milwaukee. They had lost to Minnesota. And so we did the podcast on that Wednesday. They were playing the Pelicans. So that day, New Year's Eve, when we did the pod last, they beat the Pelicans 134-118. And then, honestly, I want to say this too. One guy that I have not brought up this year that I really want to talk about, and Bulls fans, I'd like to see what you guys think of him. But I think one guy that's come over last year in the trade that I've been kind of impressed with is Trey Jones. So especially whenever he gets a chance to really play some meaningful minutes, I feel like he's really shown out. So I just kind of want to get what people's opinions are on that. It also seems like Matas has really been able to kind of really play more freely with Giddey and Kobe not controlling the ball, kind of Matas has been able to kind of control the ball a little bit. And, I mean, he's really been balling out of late. So I kind of want to see what Bulls fans think. Like, what do you guys think, like, the Bulls should really be doing future? Like, you know, again, the Giddey signing, again, I still think was a good signing, especially because you got him at a friendly, tradable deal. Do you guys think that maybe next year after, if things keep going, if we keep winning 40, 41 games, is Giddey someone that you guys trade and try to get pieces for and maybe, you know, build around Kobe, build around, So basically, like, would you keep Kobe? Would you keep Giddey? Would you keep both? Would you keep neither? I'm kind of just interested in what Bulls fans think on what we do in the future. You know, is Trey Jones somebody that we consider keeping around for the future? I mean, like I said, when he's gotten some meaningful time, it looks like he's played pretty well. Obviously, we're still talking about trading Vooch, but that still seems like a pipe dream. But no. Also, just again, do you guys think that lack of, or having Buzelis be more of the main guy helps him in his production and his progression? Do you think that, having the other two guys on the court side by side with him kind of stunts his growth? Like, what do you guys think? Because, I think these are very interesting things. And, again, the last, 2 games, Monday and Wednesday, we've kind of run into a buzzsaw. Boston and Detroit on the road, both are pretty damn good teams. And without, obviously, Kobe and Giddey, we've lost both pretty resounding. So just interested to see what Bulls fans think. This year just unfortunately looks like we're heading for another 39 to 40 win play-in season again. And so I'm sure a lot of Bulls fans like myself are kind of frustrated with the same, the same thing.
The Bulls, the Heat, and who else?
And the Hawks.
Yeah, yep. It's the Bulls, Heat, Hawks Invitational.
Yeah.
It is. I saw that. Yeah.
That's a great point. So, again, I'm very interested to see what other Bulls fans think. Like, what do you guys think the Bulls should be doing here in the next year to try to go from this mediocrity
from 9 to 10 to 8 to 8, 7 to 6?
No, like,
6?
Is do Bulls fans, do you guys think that what they should do is completely tear it down, go back to a 15-win team and trust that this team can rebuild a team from scratch? Or are we going, hey, we're going to keep one or two of these guys and build around them and add, a superstar somehow, even though, it doesn't seem like any superstars wanted to sign here since Jordan left. So, again, interested to see what Bulls fans think about that. And then, obviously, this coming week, we got a game against Miami tomorrow night at home. We got a game against Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks Saturday. And then we got a game at Houston on Tuesday. So there'll be the 3 games that we play this week prior to our next podcast airing. So, again, I don't even know what to think of the team. Can I really predict them to win many games without Kobe or Giddey? No. But, like I said, at least Matas has been playing well. We've been able to see some other guys really play more meaningful minutes. But, again, I'm interested to see what Bulls fans think, so I'll kind of leave it out to you guys and see what you think.